Hello, Kimber from Berkshire Yoga and Wellness here. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, and most of my clients do, so we are still understanding and recovering in the wake of the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. And what I'm seeing most in folks at this point in the game, maybe a month or so after the storm, is just frazzled, dysregulated nervous systems. So I offer this short, all levels, accessible practice as a way to show the true power of yoga. This isn't just a workout. This isn't just contorting yourself into a pretzel. Yoga is how can we move our energy so we can feel more grounded, we can feel more resourced, we can feel more relaxed, we can feel more connected to that nervous system. Maybe we're snappy and frustrated with our spouse or our kids. Maybe we're just so exhausted and tired and all we want to do is sleep. Maybe we just feel really all over the place and can't keep things straight and brain fog and frazzled and frantic. This is hopefully going to help just ground some of that energy. So if possible, this would be great with some yoga props, but you can use whatever you have around the house. So a block can be books, can be a can of soup, can be any sturdy material. And a bolster can be any sort of pillow, really. But the position I'd like to set us up in is where you can make a ramp for this bolster. So the back edge is sitting higher than the front edge. So I have mine elevated up on a block, but you can arrange this however you need to. And essentially you're just going to lay out over this bolster. So position it where it feels comfortable, where it hits you on your low back. And ideally the soles of your feet are together and your knees are pointed apart. If this is really challenging on your groin, you can also have the knees pointed towards the ceiling. The legs can be stretched out. Or you can take some support underneath your knees. So that way this isn't so much of gravity, working your legs open side to side. So get comfy here. Really settle into this shape. Get all the wiggles out. So you can really be still and just supported by these props. And see if you can just sink down into the support of these props. Any bit more. And it might feel really nice to take a couple of exhales that are just a sigh out of the mouth. One more. Bring your awareness to your face. Can you relax the tension in the jaw? Maybe you drop your jaw and wiggle it side to side. Maybe you make some funny faces just to release any tension in the face. Then I invite you to notice your shoulders, the back of your neck. What's going on back there? Do you need to take another deep exhale? Is there anything ready to release from those places? Can you sink into the support of the props a little bit more? I invite you to bring your awareness to the front of your abdomen, your low belly, your torso. Just notice if there's any tension in this area, any places that you're gripping, any place that now that we're still and supported, might feel ready to release some of that tension that it's holding. Maybe your body is even ready to move your breath down lower into the belly. Relax the hands. Relax the feet. Relax the legs. in the arms. And bring your awareness to your hips. Are you trying to hold yourself up? Or can you sink closer to the earth here? Can you allow gravity to root you down? Can you feel grounded for a moment? We've likely spent a lot of time in our minds. We've likely spent a lot of time with our nervous systems really activated, just ready to fight or flight, cortisol and adrenaline pumping through us. We can't maintain that state for forever. Eventually our body runs out of gas. So we're just going to pour a little back into our own cup. We're going to connect back to our body that we've likely been distanced from. So now I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. Where in your body do you feel yourself breathing? Do you feel the breath coming in and out of the nostrils? Maybe it's easier to connect to the breath in the ribs or the chest. Maybe you feel the breath down in the low belly. Wherever you feel that breath, just pay attention to it. Give it your time and your awareness, even just for a moment. When's the last time you did this? And then invite your breath, if it would like. We're not forcing or coercing, just inviting the breath. Would like to relax or lengthen, just soften around the edges. If it feels okay, can you start to breathe a little more deeply, a little bit of intentionality? Maybe just softening your breath around the edges ever so slightly. Just listening to what you're capable of right now. This isn't a performance. This isn't a graded exercise. We're here to meet ourselves right where we are, exactly where we're at. Bring your attention back to your breath. Ask it once again, would it like to lengthen and slow? You draw that breath a little bit lower down in the torso, maybe into the belly, even if only for a moment. We're not judging ourselves if this feels inaccessible. We're just offering our body options. We're offering our body our love and attention that it's likely been needing and missing. So can you take 5 more slow, deep, conscious breaths into the low belly? Notice what happens as the breath starts to slow. If your mind is still racing, if it's hard to concentrate on the breath, it doesn't feel like it wants to lengthen, you can count the breath. Inhaling for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even breaths, or even the exhale, a beat or 2 longer than the inhale. This is how we send the cue to our nervous system. It's okay to relax. Is with this long, slow, peaceful breath. If you'd like to stay in this shape for the remainder of the practice, you are more than welcome. Or you can softly, gently, slowly roll to one side, pushing yourself up off your props to a comfortable seat. I recommend for almost everyone, instead of sitting flat on the ground, can you sit on something? especially if your knees look like this when you sit on the ground. Can you sit on a pillow, a stack of books, anything you have around until your hips are higher than your knees? Can you take a moment to reconnect to feeling your body? Feel your body from the inside out. If it feels hard to connect to the body, use physical touch. Remember, this is your body. See if you can feel the pelvis. See if you can let it be heavy. Allow yourself to be supported and allow yourself to grow some roots down into the earth. Next time that you inhale, the spine gets tall while the pelvis stays heavy. We're stretching ourselves long. Exhale, roll the shoulders a few times. Maybe you return to just sighing the breath out of the mouth. Maybe you roll the neck around a little bit. Doesn't it feel nice to get in there and pay attention? To take a moment to reconnect the body with the breath, with the mind. Come back to a tall, straight spine. We'll do one more breathing exercise. So inhale through the nose just like normal. As you exhale, we'll just hum the entire length of the exhale. Follow your own breath. Two more. Release that breath. Take a pause here. Just be still and quiet. The hands to the tops of the knees. And remember that heavy feeling in the pelvis. You're not holding yourself up. Gravity is connecting you down to the earth. Just make some nice circles through the upper body. The hips are heavy and grounded. They're not moving. They're your roots. So it allows the spine to stretch tall. So you have this steady base support in the hips. Noticing the sensations in your body, noticing your breath. Always the invitation to return to that long, slow, peaceful breath. Switch directions, so if you're moving clockwise, now moving counterclockwise and vice versa. Feel those connection points? Can you actually feel the sensations between your glutes and the mat or the prop? Can you feel those little bony protrusions at the bottom of your pelvis, your sit bones? Can you feel them connecting to the mat, the earth, the props beneath you? Can you connect in any way to feeling held, supported, safe? Release that motion and your choice. You can return to that first posture, reclined out over the pillow, or you can take a more traditional Shavasana, the final pose in most yoga practices. A deep rest from your back. You can take a pillow or that bolster under your knees, might feel really nice. Lying in a way where your legs are just splayed out, your arms are totally passive. There's no effort in any part of your body here. Just lying still, easeful. Feel the backs of your shoulders connected to the earth. Feel the backs of your hands connected to the earth. Feel the backs of the buttocks connected to the earth. Feel the calves, the heels connected to the earth. If there's any wiggles or fidgets, get them out now so you can just settle into this stillness. What our nervous systems crave right now is stillness, less stimulation, grounding, relaxation. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Relax the tiny muscles around the eyes. Relax the jaw, the neck, the throat. Relax the tiny muscles around the mouth. The shoulders, the hips, the back of the head. Be so heavy, you could just melt into the mat beneath you. Your arms and legs are without effort all the way down to your fingers and toes. Let your breath be received in a soft belly. Maybe you like that deep, soft breath. Maybe you let it go, turn the mind off, and just rest for a few minutes. There's nothing more to do. Now you get to just be. Gently bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, remembering your breath, remembering your body. You can stay lying on your back as long as you would like. If you're ready to come back, wiggling yourself awake, making your way to a comfortable seat. A moment of gratitude to yourself for taking care of yourself today. A moment of gratitude to the strength and resiliency and camaraderie of our communities. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be healthy. Thank you. Thanks for practicing with me today, y'all. I highly recommend, if you can, most days, taking some time just to lie on your back in stillness and in silence. Just a few minutes every day during this time where you're not taking in any stimuli. You're just being. You can just relax. Gives your nervous system a chance to catch up, a chance to actually integrate all that we've been experiencing, which is so much. I hope you subscribe to check out my other yoga YouTube videos, and just know we will rebuild Strong WNC. Much love.